So all of you know about the Catherine Kassenoff story and her divorce with Alan Kassenoff and Catherine's ultimate demise. And as most of you know, Alan Kassenoff sued me as a result of my reporting, claiming that various statements made in my videos that I posted about the Kassenoff story were false, and he ultimately lost his job because of my reporting. Well, I want to provide you an update of the lawsuit and the Kassenoff story. Well, I've spent a lot of time reviewing the videos and the documents uploaded by Catherine, and I've also been reviewing materials provided by Alan in the lawsuit and the discussion of those materials. I've had the opportunity to engage with Alan over what happened in his marriage and divorce and the tragedy the Kassenoff's 3 daughters have had to endure. Upon discussion and dialogue with Alan, I've decided to take down my videos about the Kassenoff story. I've done so because there are errors in the videos that I posted. But more importantly, it's time for the public to let Alan and the Kassenoff children recover from this tragedy and move on with their lives. Catherine decided to take her own life and leave her daughters behind. In doing so, Catherine decided to upload many documents and videos to the world, for the world to see, that she believed would support her claims. What Catherine did not do is upload all of the documents in regards to her marriage with Alan and their ultimate divorce. Now let me be clear, neither Catherine nor Alan were perfect. None of us are. I am not perfect, and Alan himself has acknowledged that he was not perfect. He was not the perfect husband, and he admits that he and Catherine were constantly at odds. But I will say this, Alan did not take his life, and he did not leave his children behind. Rather, Alan has made efforts to be the best father possible and to provide for his daughters, which by my accounts he's doing a great job of. In my videos, I made some mistakes in the reporting of the story, which was a result of not having all the information available to me, because Catherine did not provide a complete record of what was happening. For example, I said that Alan paid off professionals in order to gain custody of his children. I echoed exactly what Catherine said. However, I'm now aware that this was court-ordered, which is normal in matrimonial cases like this, where the moneyed spouse is required to pay most of the bills. Alan was the moneyed spouse, and he was required to pay a majority of the professional fees of the forensic evaluator. In fact, Alan paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to Catherine so she could pay her attorneys. Even though Catherine was a highly educated attorney who made about $170,000 a year and had an estate worth over $2 million. And when Alan obtained custody of the Kassenoff daughters, Catherine was represented by attorneys that she selected. But ever since Alan sued me, him and I have been able to have detailed discussions about his divorce and what happened with Catherine. See, matrimonial cases aren't public for you and I to view. They're only available to the parties involved. And that's where Catherine had the advantage. She knew she was going to take her life, and therefore she uploaded the documents that she believed supported her claim. And once she uploaded those documents and took her life, she knew she wouldn't have to answer any questions. She wouldn't have to be held accountable for the documents that she uploaded. She knew Alan's hands were tied once she took her life. And Alan chose to protect his children. Alan chose to not litigate this in the public eye. Alan chose to honor the intent of the closed proceedings. Alan wasn't trying to be secretive. He was simply trying to protect his children and remain silent on social media, and I respect that. Catherine believed she had nothing to lose. She knew Alan would not respond publicly. She knew Alan would honor the rules of the court. She knew Alan would not fight this on social media. She knew Alan would choose to protect his daughters instead. And after a 2-week custody hearing in 2020, in which Catherine had the opportunity to present her case, her own case, The court concluded that Alan should be the custodial parent. Catherine was afforded visitation with her daughters, even though the courts decided that she was abusive, dangerous, and she manipulated the children on a regular basis. The court also said that Catherine could earn, through her own conduct, additional time with her daughters. Unfortunately, Catherine did not prove herself, and many times did not even take the time to see her daughters when she had the chance to do so. Alan has expressed to me and acknowledged his conduct in the now 6-year-old videos. He has told me he is not proud of how he acted. He and Catherine had not even lived together for the past 4 years when she ultimately decided to take her life. But Alan is remorseful. He knows that his actions in those 6-year-old videos were wrong. And he regrets it. And I believe him. To be honest, we all have our bad days. We all lose our temper. And we don't want to solely judge someone based off of those bad days captured on video. Catherine knew how to trigger Alan. According to Alan, in one video, right before she started recording, Catherine spit in his face. That would set a lot of us off. Relationships should not be scrutinized based off reaction or comments. And to be honest, nobody wants their marriage or lives videotaped. Well, maybe except for the Kardashians. And the videos do not accurately represent who Alan is. Does not represent the father he is. It shows Alan at his worst. It's my understanding that it was a very rare occasion. But Catherine knew how to antagonize him. The children have been thriving since Alan obtained custody, and now that they have mourned the passing of their mother, it's time for them to live a peaceful life and to move on from all of this. I wish I would have known the whole story at the time when I was reporting the Kassenoff case, but I did not. Now that more facts have been presented to me, I now see where I was wrong. I apologize to Alan. I apologize to the Kassenoff children for any harm that I have caused. I promise you all that I would do better when covering such cases like this in the future. By all accounts, Alan was an excellent attorney. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. And he should not be further punished and unable to work. The wrongs of the family court should not be borne by Alan, and he should be able to work and be able to support his children. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many issues in the family court that we are still working hard to address throughout the country, and especially in Westchester County, New York, where the Kassenoff story took place. There were professionals involved in the Westchester matrimonial part that I previously commented on. Those professionals have a protracted history of allegations of misconduct, and this video does not excuse those professionals. This clarification video does not excuse those professionals and the harm they continue to inflict on individuals in the family courts of New York. The family court system is broken, and I continue to strive to fix it. And I will do better at reporting family court cases so I can continue to help those who suffer at the hands of such professionals. There is a lot of work to be done, and I will continue to do that work. But as for Alan Kassenoff and his children, I wish them nothing but the best from here on out.